Oh my god, why is it so zoomed up, bruh? Okay, Melody, you're gonna say the intro with me because YouTube doesn't want me to say the intro. Ladies and
genitals,
welcome to my girl talk video. These videos are really popular and people have been asking me for it. Damn, I sound like literally every person with a following over 3 ever.
People have been asking me for it.
I am a whore for giving advice. I love giving advice. It is the inner psychologist in me, even though I'm no longer pursuing a career in psychology because I don't want to do that anymore.
I never did.
Let's begin. Is it unusual to be in a first relationship if you have never been in one? My current boyfriend is my first relationship ever, and it isn't weird. Honestly, before having a boyfriend, I'd be like, how do people get into relationships? I don't know. It happened very naturally and progressed very naturally, so it wasn't really weird at all, but every now and then I'll look at him and be like, I have a boyfriend, and that's weird. Period pain and how to deal with it when you're not home, because I really suck at hiding pain. Bitch, I've got you for this. So I put it onto my story. If you have period cramps, PCOS, ovarian cysts, fibroids, acne, hair loss, whatever, blackstrap molasses and apple cider vinegar, it is a wonder combination. It is a miracle worker. So you can like Google the benefits, whatever, but when you wake up in the morning, 1 tablespoon of blackstrap molasses, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, drink that every day for the rest of your fucking life. And I promise you, you do this for a few months, you're not gonna get cramps anymore. Your cysts in your ovaries, if you have them, they're gonna dissolve. Your skin will get better. And molasses is literally just like a wonder product. High in iron, minerals, I think minerals, I'm just making shit up now. It's high in a lot of things. Okay, you can Google it. What's that on? Period. Okay. And if you're those people in my DMs who are like, but Simone, I don't want to drink it every day. Well, stay in pain then.
Living in Spain, but the S is silent.
Pick a struggle. And honestly, it tastes good after like a few months. Biggest warning sign for unreliable men. From the moment you meet a person, not just a man, a person, anyone at all, everything will be revealed in the first meeting what they're like. The red flags of my boyfriend, I'm not gonna talk about that, but the little concerns I had about him, the first time I met him, they all played out throughout our relationship. For example, on your first date, is he the one taking charge or are you? Are you the one doing the planning or is he? If he's not doing the planning, he's probably going to be like that for the rest of the relationship. If you are talking about yourself on the first date and he interrupts you, he doesn't listen, he's probably not going to listen to you throughout your relationship. Do they wait for you to get your cab or your bus if it's nighttime or like in general after the date? Do they inquire about your safety? Are you home safe? That's going to show what they're like. Do they actually care? And some people might say these generalizations, but no, because who you are, you can't hide it. It comes out and it will come out on the first date. The first time meeting someone, you can tell everything. So don't make excuses for them because I promise you that is who they are. Should you let little sexist jokes slide because you love your boyfriend? Bruh, no. My boyfriend, lowkey, got some misogynistic undertones. I don't let it slide. I call him out. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, you can't say that. Shut up. It's not okay. And if you're not their girlfriend, someone else in society is going to call them out. So it might as well be you. But even then, I don't think love has anything to do with that. I will call out my boyfriend on anything. Anything I don't like. Whack! Anything that's wrong. Whack! Don't do it. How do you shave down there? Bruh.
I'm glad you asked.
Bruh. This product, Venus Comfort Glide White Toe. I promise you use this product. You can shave down there. Doesn't matter how coarse your hair is, how long it is. You're gonna get it done in 2 minutes max. There's 3 blades. They're very, very sharp, so you can just cut through anything. And the gel is a million trillion times better than coconut oil or whatever you're using. I don't know, conditioner, shaving gel, whatever. This is just, bruv, literally. I used to hate shaving, but I can do down there in literally a minute. And it's smooth as fuck. When you're mad at Kyle, how do you deal with it? Because men, bro, I'm mad at this motherfucker every day. You know how I deal with it? I don't. How to stop valuing boys over myself. I've low-key had enough. Okay, if you value boys over yourself, you probably do not love yourself enough, because if you do not feel complete, you're gonna search for this validation or this happiness happiness or fulfillment outside. And a lot of people get this from boys.
Or girls.
Well, other people might get it from like drugs or an addiction, but an addiction can be a boy, right? Because it's all producing dopamine and oxytocin and serotonin. So you really need to love yourself. You need to focus on that. If you really want to value yourself over men, learn to love yourself. Learn to focus on yourself. Every day, be like, I love you. I love yourself. Period. How to deal with men who won't back off after you tell them. Block them. Are boys worth it? Personally, I think no. I agree with you. I think girls place way too much emphasis on boys.
And for what?
And for what?
And for what?
For what? You trying to be a mother already? Because trust me, you're going to be a mother in a relationship. How to stop self-sabotaging your relationship with a guy. If you're self-sabotaging, you probably don't love yourself once again, or you have these insecurities which are causing you, like deep down you're probably like, oh, I don't deserve this, or a bunch of other things, and then you act out on that. You really need to get to the root of your problem and solve it. You cannot be in a relationship if you're insecure, period, because it's going to come out in the relationship and you're going to destroy your relationship. Literally, my answer to everything is focus on you. Because that is the answer to everything. I have this friend, I'm about to call her out for a real one, but she's in a string of bad relationships. She has the worst taste in men. I ask her, why aren't you taking a break to focus on you? You complain about dating these bad guys, but it's like, what do you expect? You pick these bad guys and you have these insecurities and you bring them into the relationship, but you don't fucking stop to work on yourself. You break up, you find a new guy. For what? Like, what do you expect is gonna happen? Can you go more into depth on how you manifested your boyfriend? Okay, I wrote a list of qualities I wanted in a man in my journal and I forgot about it. That's literally it. And then he popped up like 8 months later. Do you think it's better to not have any relationships in high school? Yep. So I answered that on my story. The reason why I am so grateful that I never had a relationship in high school is because high school relationships, more often than not, they don't really pan out to be anything. They're like a few months long, maybe a year long, but for the most part, kids are immature in high school and the relationship is quite tumultuous. Is that a word? Tumultuous? It's quite tumultuous, it's quite not very good. A lot of boys in high school cheat because they're very horny, they're exploring themselves and other people, and then what can happen is you develop baggage. You develop this unnecessary baggage from high school and you take it into your later relationships in life, which are the ones that actually matter. So I am so grateful that I was able to come into my first relationship with like literally no baggage, and that's why I am so happy I didn't date in high school.
The boys at my school were not it.
How do you get over a guy you've never dated asking for a friend? Bruh, in high school I was obsessed with this guy for like 8 months. He's all I thought about and I literally didn't even know him. I had a lot of those in high school. I love how I was like, I've never been obsessed with a boy, but high school me was another me. High school me, we don't go there. I don't know her, okay? What I did was, I actually don't remember. Oh yeah, I waited for him to get ugly, yeah. And he did, eventually. Because you know, high school boys, they get ugly eventually. But if I'm gonna give you actual real advice, focus on you. And I promise when you focus on you, you're not really going to care about other people anymore. Especially if you're working on a goal or like a passion project. You get so into it and you forget the world is even there. Period. Okay, how do you find a good man to date? I think just don't settle. You're going to meet a lot of people in your life. Don't settle on the first one, especially if you haven't been in a relationship. I know as you get older, there's a pressure to settle down, to find someone, because everyone around you is doing that. But if you do that, you're really limiting and narrowing your chances of finding the perfect person for you. Wow, that's it. Oh my god, I answered all the questions. I slide it over to the next one and it was a picture of a kitty clown. That was all. I hope you liked our girl talk, our relationship talk. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Blah 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 blah. Pardon me. Why do I keep burping, bro? Okay, if you want a part 2, leave a comment below. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment below. Yeah. Bye.
la puta, mi hada madrina dijo que sí. Este de aquí me hizo llorar, este otro me dice marica, este otro de mí piensa mal. Esto es lo que hago cuando me chingan. Voy a encerrarlos bajo la tierra, nadie va a comer y de hambre morirán. Madre, quiero saber, en verdad, quién soy yo. Y sí, tal vez tengo un síndrome. Que alguien traiga mis pelucas verdes. Ten medicamento rom.